Hello and welcome to the Writers and Illustrators of the Future podcast. This is John Goodwin, your host. Today's guest is Illustrators of the Future winner, Alice Wang. Welcome, Alice.
Thank you.
So, first of all, congratulations on being a winner.
Thank you.
And actually, even one thing, you're the youngest winner in the history of either writer or artist contest.
So I'm told.
Yeah. So, how old are you?
16.
Good. You won when you were 15, and now you're 16.
Yeah.
Good. So, so you're a sophomore in high school, and that's amazing that you won at such a young age. So your art is amazing.
Thank
So,
you.
yeah.
Thank you.
So how did you first find out about the contest?
I found out online. I think it was through some contest website. But I found out.
Good. So, have you always wanted to be an artist?
Well, maybe not an artist by profession, but I've always been drawing, so I've always been an artist.
I got it. So on your so how does it tie in that you were able to do such amazing art at such a young age?
Well, I've just been drawing since I was very young, so I've been spending almost all my free time just drawing and
Yeah.
practicing, so I assume that's how I got to develop my skills.
So as because of Chinese descent, so have you been in mainland China before?
Well, I was born here, so I'm of American nationality. But yeah, I've visited China several times.
Good, because I know that sometimes other winners I've talked to before on, that with China, it's not necessarily favorable on just that as a career or as a future. Are you having a lot of support on yourself as an artist?
Yeah, I mean, my family's pretty proud of me, and whatever I decide to do, I think that they will support it.
That's great. And they're going to be coming down?
Yeah, for the award ceremony.
Yeah. So who's all going to be coming down for you?
My mom, my dad, and my brother. I have a younger brother.
You have a younger brother? Okay, that's great. So tell me about the illustrations that you submitted that you won with.
Well, I submitted 3. One was called Art of the Ages. The other was called The Philosophers, and the last one was called The Singularity. And they all basically have a common theme of like exploring the relationship between humans and technology, which was something that I was pretty interested in when I made those paintings, like around a year to 6 months ago. So that's basically the theme of all my paintings.
Good. So do you like to prefer like towards a fantasy slant or science fiction slant or realism, or how do you view your art?
I think my art has some science fiction themes, and personally, I am pretty interested in the science fiction genre myself. So I think that might be, which side my art tends towards. I also like to draw like realism and portrait type art outside of more like fantastical art.
Yeah. Do you use pencil or do you like paint, or is it computer generated or?
I draw on the iPad using various apps on there. So yeah, it's all digital.
Yeah. Have you taken classes before? Are you self-taught, or how? Obviously, you're good.
I would say that I've spent most of my life self-taught. I used to take classes in elementary school, but it was kind of a short time.
Good. So tell me about the piece that you illustrated for Writers of the Future.
Well, my story was about the main character, who is a young girl, and her robot dog companion. And so those were the main 2 subjects in my painting. And I kind of wanted to focus on her status as a celebrity, which she kind of is in the story. And I kind of wanted to make the girl the center of attention, but also keep like the playful theme associated with her in the story, at least in the beginning.
Good. No, you did a great job. I love his story.
Yeah.
And he's going to totally flip out when he sees your art. He's going to absolutely just love it. He's so looking forward. That's one of the things he's really looking forward to, meeting you and seeing the art.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm told that the author is also from Seattle.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he is. So, any particular major influencers that you've had for you that's driven your type of art that you like?
Well, I'm a really avid fan of art history, so I'm always, thinking about artists in the past that have influenced me and inspire me. So it always really varies depending on what I'm reading at the moment or what I'm looking at. And I think my art has a lot of different directions as well. So
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. You're quite young, and you have the whole future is very much wide open for you.
yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, obviously you have to finish school, but any particular plans you've got for how you'd like to see your future go with your art?
Well, I'm not sure yet if I want to be an artist by career or if I just want to be a hobbyist or like a freelance illustrator. Personally, I'm thinking maybe I might go to college and study something different and then do art as a side thing, but that could always change, and I'm trying to keep my future, open.
Sure. So if you have something else you want to do, what else would you want to do? What other type
Um,
of direction have you been thinking about?
I really like to study a lot of different things, so I'm not sure yet.
I get it. I mean, it's obviously 10th grade. You're like, back off, guy. I'm going to be able to
Yeah,
let me live
yeah.
my life and just see how it
Yeah.
evolves.
Yeah, I don't want it to be like on record me saying that I was
I'm
going to
committing to.
pursue this
I'm committing to
commission,
this.
this profession, and then in the future someone finds this and I'm at a different profession. So, yeah.
You said.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So, anything in particular you're looking forward to this week?
Well, I'm really interested in hearing what all the guest speakers have to say and of course meeting all the different people. So,
That's great. So I look forward to seeing however the dice rolls for your future, and I
yeah.
wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Very nice meeting you, Alice.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for our next installment of the Writers of the Future podcast. Subscribe to the Writers of the Future podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Writers and Illustrators of the Future are contests created by L. Ron Hubbard to provide a means for the aspiring writer and artist to be seen and acknowledged. It is free to enter and open to new and amateur short story writers and artists of science fiction or fantasy.